What separated the 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs from the 8, 9 figure and beyond?
Yeah. So this mastermind, for context, is 7, 8, and 9 figure businesses only. And so my wife and I are probably the smallest or one of the smallest businesses in the group. I think the biggest thing is the people in this room have an abundance mindset to the nth degree, as opposed to a scarcity mindset. When you're a 6-figure entrepreneur, it is still very possible to have a scarcity mindset. To make 6 figures a year is a huge accomplishment, especially if it's your own business. Like, you would think you would have a level of confidence of like, wow, I climbed this mountain. You know, median income in America is like $48,000 a year, and I'm making more than double that, and I did it on my own. You would think you'd have confidence, and some people do, but what happens is you get to the top of a mountain and you're afraid to fall off, you know? You're like, oh gosh, what if this all goes away? What if it was a fluke? What if the algorithm changes if you're an internet business like me? What if? And I know this because I coach a lot of them. And on the outside, people must think they're successful because they are, but on the inside, they're scared and they're nervous. And when you're not making any money, you got nothing to lose. Like when I was broke and on government assistance, I was trying all kinds of stuff and everything was the same because I already was scared anyway. So it was like I had this weird, like, I guess I might as well try this because there's nothing to lose. When you have something to lose, you think you have something to lose, you get scared. That's a way a scarcity mindset shows up, that there's something I could lose. And then what happens is you ironically seal your fate. You plateau in business because you're not creative anymore. You're not innovative. You're just playing not to lose instead of playing to win. And you will seal your fate. You will actually lose because if you don't innovate, it's not going to fall apart overnight, but eventually you'll fade back down. And then people will be like, see, I knew this was going to happen. You did it to yourself. In the rooms I'm in, the number one thing I noticed was like, oh my gosh, these people, they have confidence for days in the sense of like, they both simultaneously think I could take over the world and I could build anything I want to build. And they're coming up with all these ideas. And then they're like, but if that doesn't work, and even if my business falls apart, I would just start something new and I would figure it out. They're betting on themselves. They have a history of creating value in the marketplace. And so they're not so obsessed with their business and the model or the economy being just right. It's really, they've like, I've proven that I can do great things. And no matter what the economy does, or no matter what business happens in the marketplace, like, I'm still me and I could go create something new. And that's intoxicating. It was very instructive to me because I went in and it really revealed a lot of my insecurities and my scarcity mindsets that still play with me. And so I've been in this group for 1.5 years now. And it's like, wow, in 18 months, I can see my growth of like, dude, I can not only do anything, but even if what I do doesn't work, I would just go build something new because it's just me serving people. It's just me. It's like the rest of it is just details. What does the business look like? What kind of business? What industry? I don't have to worry about that. I just need to show up and think about how can I add as much value. So I think that's the difference. They have a huge abundance mindset, and they also don't have like caps. They're not like, well, I'm making enough, I'm just going to chill. They don't need any more money, but they want to go create as much. They want to have as much impact. They're like, it'd be like telling a kid, well, you've built a lot of Legos. Like, why do you want to build more Legos? It's like, they'd be like, that's a dumb question. It's fun to build Legos. Like, why would I get to a limit and say like, well, I did my Lego thing. That's how they view business. It's the infinite game versus the finite game. They really want to keep coming up with new offers and trying new things and serving more people. And money is just a score, you know, and it's just what makes it fun. It's like a measurable, but it's so much bigger than that for them. They just want to keep building and building and sharing and creating. And no one talks about retiring. No one talks about chilling. It's all just, I'm going to create stuff until I die and help people until I die. And that's, to me, the epitome of an abundance mindset. Mm-hmm. This is the problem, is that people have no idea who they are, what they want, and they're frustrated. And they're frustrated because they think they want something and they're not getting it, or they think life should be a certain way because someone told them or whatever, and it's either working but it wasn't satisfying. Like, I got that, I did what they said, but that didn't satisfy me.